What's up, guys? This is Illenium, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
All right, man. What's up, dude? Congratulations with new signing, new venture, 12 Tone. Before we fully jump into your music, I want to talk about this new venture for you and how did this new signing come about, and what was it about 12 Tone that really caught your attention?
Yeah, I mean, I was at a point where I was kind of ready for a bit of a change, and 12 Tone just fit everything I really wanted, especially in terms of just like musical freedom. Really supportive. I feel like, the people I work with are not only amazing, music business people, but they're also huge fans, which is just like so fun to connect on a musical level with all of them. And so it's just been really great and really like easy and smooth and exciting for all parties. I think it's been sick.
I did take a quick look at their website to see their artists or their roster. And it seems like you are the only electronic artist on their roster.
Yeah.
Does that do you feel like that would add pressure for you, or do you feel like that's more of an advantage for you being the artist that's different from the rest?
I think it's more of an advantage. Like the major label system just has so many artists, not only electronic, but just so much music, and it's hard. It's kind of hard to feel focused on or more, you kind of just put in this grouping. And I feel like right now, even though I'm the only electronic artist, I feel like I just get the support and the advice and excitement that I've kind of missed in my career, or not my whole one, but just recently. So I'm really excited about it.
Now, you did mention it gives you musical freedom. So what does musical freedom mean to you? Is it, the style of music that you release? Is it how often you can release your music? What does that mean to you as an artist?
It's kind of all of the above. I think once I was able to start making music and for this next phase, next chapter, all the music I've been making has just been me in the studio focusing on what I love and trying to find a mixture of sounds that really feels true to myself. And I feel like I've found that. I found a just naturally this is what I've wanted to produce. I've everything has led up to me getting to this place, and now I feel like I really love a sound. I've loved sounds in the past that I've produced, but right now I feel like it's most true to me. This is the shit that just comes out of me no matter what. So it's been, and just being able to run with that and send it to the team at 12 Tone and them just being stoked on it. It's been a really cool, just personal thing.
So you kickstarted this new chapter with Nightlight, and
Yep.
What was it about this song that you felt like it was the appropriate track to kind of introduce your audience to this new chapter of Illenium?
I feel like it's just it's a classic sound mixed with a new a more rocky influence, which has been really present in my music recently. I feel like I have just been loving big power chord, big electric guitar drops, a lot more live elements. Plus, I feel like there's a lot of elements from my older music where I feel like it's just really pretty angelic vocal, and it kind of tells a simple story, but it captures my brain. I don't know. And so I feel like it was a good blend. It's not it's just music I want to make. It's not some pop radio or some crazy giant, twist for me to do. It just feels natural.
As far as that angelic voice that you're kind of talking about, you brought Annika Wells back in as the vocalist on this track.
Mm-hmm.
You've worked with her maybe 3 or 4 times in the last 2 records.
Yeah.
What is it about her that, she keeps coming back to your music, and what is that chemistry between the two of you guys when you guys are kind of collaborating or writing music together?
Yeah, I mean, she's the shit. Annika and I, she's like a sister to me at this point. We went on tour. She's just so easy to communicate with and so easy to send ideas back and forth. It's really effortless, and we write really well together. She knows exactly how my brain works, and she just has a mind-blowingly good voice. I'm never I never hear her voice. Like, she's never sent me a bad song. It's pretty amazing, which is like, you know, everyone makes bad songs. I make bad songs all the time, but she always sounds like so good. It's pretty remarkable.
And can you elaborate a little bit more on this new chapter, this new story that's about to unfold with your new material? Like, what can you tell fans about this, like, I guess, new beginning of Illenium?
I mean, it's kind of hard. There's stuff I want to say, but I also feel like holding it back and letting everyone kind of figure out where this is going, it will be really special, because, you know, the music videos, the art, everything is kind of creating this new, it's not a new world really. For me, it's more like a new story in the same, you know, it has similar references, and, you know, the Phoenix is still present, but I feel like it's a turn in the road, and it's a totally different character base and different main story. And I feel like you'll be able to pick out pieces here and there of the bigger picture through the videos, through the lyrics of the songs, and through all, like, you know, all the stuff together. So I feel like I don't want to ruin it for that.
No, I get you completely.
Would
you say there was like a specific moment or a specific lyric or a specific like song that you created that kind of gave you the idea of this new chapter?
Yeah, I definitely I went so hard for about 2 months earlier of making music, just like nonstop, and it kind of all started off one song that's not out, but it was just like a song it's a pretty simple song, but it captures the emotion that I'm going for right now. That's just like, you know, it's more, oh gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know, the emotions I felt with what was going on in the world, and what was going on with stuff. I just felt like I had to make like something emotionally charged, because I feel like there was so much missing in life, which is like, we're doing all this shit and it's kind of strange, you know, we're missing so much of our normal things, you know, community and a bunch of stuff. And so I feel like the music that I just really got attracted to is the way more like emotional and impactful, whether it's lyrically or melodically, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah. So it's funny because coming into this interview, I had 2 collaborations I had in mind for you that I would love to see happen. And one of them is with this guy right here.
Dick, hell yeah.
And coincidentally enough, it's like, you know, you just got to collaborate with Tom DeLonge for Paper Thin. And, you know, like how did this opportunity kind of happen between the two of you? Because I know, you know, you're busy with your stuff and he's been super busy with the new Angels and Airwaves record. So like, how did you guys come about to make this happen?
It was it was a blessing on timing, 100%. Like, I'm the biggest Tom DeLonge, AVA, Blink fan, all of it. Like, that's my go-to listening shit. And I mean, his like guitar, his vocals, they've influenced me like since before I even made music. It's so sick. It's sick to think that like literally those were his words, and his songs were the first words I ever memorized in any music. Like, that's so sick. Anyways, that's my fanboy moment. But yeah, it kind of just really worked out. I've always like wanted to do a song with him, and it's been bad timing. He's so busy with a ton of different crazy stuff that's happening. And I had this song Paper Thin, and I knew the chorus was just like, so it was something special with the chorus and the drop. And in the demo version, there was a verse that was totally different. And we sent him the song like literally like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he was like, yeah, I can do this right now. I'm about to make a movie, but I need to I have to do it now. And I was like, I got to do it now too. Let's do it, dude. And so, yeah, he laid down that intro guitar riff, and we totally changed the whole verse, and then we kind of amped up the chorus, and then the drop stayed pretty similar because I just love that like vocal chop. It's such a cool blend of like the true AVA sound with like all the delay guitars, and then it goes into like definitely more dance, you know, electronic sounding drop. I think it's sick.
That's cool, and it's cool that you mentioned that because I do get that vibe. Like if you were to tell me that it would be on an Angels and Airwaves record, I feel like it would fit perfectly,
Yeah.
because it's not far off at all.
Yeah.
So the fact that he jumped on it so quickly, like, did you get to guide him in any way, or did you have to guide him in any way as far as like the production,
Dude, it was
how
like
to record?
it was the easiest collab. It like Tom. I mean, I'm just like Tom and his engineer Aaron. I pretty much just sent him stems to the demo, and then I was like, do whatever. I'm not like, I love the chorus. I want to kind of keep the chorus in the build, and like that stuff's the same, but I'm open to changing the verses. And he was on the same page. He was like, yeah, I'd love to like throw a new guitar in. And I was like, fucking tight. I love all your guitar things. So yes, please. But yeah, it was so easy.
That's so
Nicest
cool.
dude ever too.
I'm sure I met him. I met him once through like a talk that he did out in Grammy Museum.
Yeah.
But like never actually like on a one-on-one type of thing. But I've always heard great things about him. But
Yeah.
it's funny because I grew up a Tom DeLonge fan before a Blink fan, which
Really?
some people, yeah, like I was always obsessed with his voice mainly. And then
same.
when Angels and Airways happened, it was just like everything just like blew
Yeah,
my
and like
mind.
Boxcar Racer, I was like all obsessed with all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that's so cool. Now I wanted to talk because like you are like I feel like you are a emo pop punk kid like at heart.
Sure.
And you know, recently this year you dropped a collaboration with I Prevail, another band that like I love.
Yep.
And you know, what is it? How different is it for you when you work with a vocalist compared to when you work with a band?
I mean, I love it. I think it's so fun because I do so much recording of guitar myself, and like I do a bunch of live instruments. But when like I'm working with a band and they just send me stems to all these like epic little guitar riffs or shit like that, like it takes me so long to lay down all the guitar for all my songs. And I feel like when you have a band, you can kind of speed that process up because you have like a dedicated person and you just pretty much hit record and a bunch of people are shredding. It's sweet. But yeah, I mean, I think there's with Feel Something, we got the stems in Feel Something were so sick. I use so many of them. Like a lot of times when I get a vocal, I'll literally scratch everything and just start fresh. But with Feel Something, it was like that like really rocky feeling was just so present in the demo. I kept a lot of the stuff in there.
That's so sick. I loved how it came out. I think that one and your track with John Bellan are like my two favorite collabs that you've done so far. Well, now we have Tom, so I guess that one beats them all. In the past, you've mentioned that you were into Nothing.Nowhere, another great artist. Like, is that something that maybe we can expect in the future where you guys can collaborate in some way, shape, or form?
I would love to. We've talked about it a few times. I know he's busy, but I sent him something, but we're kind of just like definitely nothing confirmed at the moment. But I think one day, hopefully, it'll happen.
Yeah.
But we've definitely been working on it.
It's too soon for any, like, I feel like we're still living the Ascend cycle. But, you know, when do you know that it's time to work on a new record or a new body of work or new material when you've just released a record like that?
I mean, yeah, I just go, dude. I don't stop. I stopped for tour. I was done. And then pretty much to February or March or something, I didn't make any music. It was weird. I was like,
wow.
I just, didn't make any music. I was taking a full on break. And then I was like, once happened and I got back in the studio and I just went off. I like was flying. So I don't know. I mean, I go back and forth. I think it just comes naturally, I feel like a natural album cycle is between like 1.5 to 2 years to 2.5 or 3, I guess. But
yeah,
for me, if I have all this time, like I haven't, I'm just like, I need to make music. That's how I can survive pretty much, and how I stay relatively sane.
So lastly, with this new chapter of Illenium that we get to listen to, what has been the biggest challenge in like the new material that you've been working on?
That's a good question. I feel like that's what's been special about this project. Like right now, what I'm doing is there really hasn't been like barely any musical challenges. Like I guess it's always sometimes a challenge if I have, because right now I'm just working on a bunch of like demo vocal songs that I hope to like get a bigger feature on. But it's kind of hard to like manage that. You just kind of send it off and you hope for the best. You can't really actually get in the studio with someone and like write something from scratch. But with the same time, all the stuff I've been doing is so like under my control right now, and I guess that's a blessing of doing, like producing the way I have been. So it's been all pretty much positive. I can't even complain. I mean, we've been getting cool features and shit too, so it's been pretty sick. Music has been sick. The whole process of making it, obviously.
That's awesome. And I'm sure with this whole time off, you've been having a lot more time to get more creative with it too. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've been going crazy. I have too many things going on.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you again for taking the time. And once again, I'm excited for your new material. I'm excited that you got to collaborate with Tom DeLonge, and I look forward to see what else you got you're working on.
Cool. Thanks, Rob.